Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, please continue to pray for me, just generally, by leaving a dislike on this video. A number of things going on. So, as you guys remember, a few weeks ago, I created a profile on Bumble asking people to swipe left, saying that we were shooting for a world record. And instead, I met this girl who was on business. She lives in Houston, Texas. She's just on business here, and then she had to go home. But you know what? I need a vacation anyhow, and I've never been to Houston, so I'm going to be going there for just a short trip during the Valentine's Day weekend. Now, a little bit of humanity restored moment. When I went to check the flights, I realized that it would be a lot less expensive if I left on the 13th. And I had just started teaching at this campus literally weeks ago, and I was able to ask for that day off without a hitch. And a little bit of humanity restored. The only thing I kind of didn't like about that is that I kind of have to bend the truth about why I was taking the day off. I said that there was a family event. I left out the fact that it was a potential future family members event, right? Had I actually spelled out what I was doing, it might not have played out as well, right? And that's a little bit of a bummer because I wish society were more open-minded. Okay, so pray that I'm not going to care too much if it goes well. I need this trip anyhow. So pray that goes right by leaving a dislike on this video. Now, there's another girl that I'm thinking about. I was at my grandmother's funeral last month, and I asked my grandmother when she gets to the other side to talk to Mary Curry, to have her set me up on a blind date with one of her descendants. And then I went to a meetup group about a week ago, and I met one of Mary Curry's descendants. But I came to find out that she has the same kind of sexuality that Mary Curry had during the second half. I would say that the girl I met at the meetup group was about the age of when Mary Curry first became widowed, and sounds like she's never seriously dated anybody, and that doesn't really intend to, which is okay. But I found out that she has a sister who might be looking for somebody, and so she's going to arrange something. And I want you guys to pray by leaving a dislike on this video. I have a very special day in mind of when, if it goes right, when the two of us might get married. So the Currys got married on, so is it in July of, I forgot the exact date, of 1895. And I want to, if it goes right, I want to marry her descendant on the 130th anniversary of the wedding of the Currys. And I did some more reading into the Currys because I'm going to be designing a commemorative coin about her. And I learned that Mary Curry actually swiped left the first time that Pierre proposed. She was obviously busy with her work. They got married in July of 1895. And I guess for the 3-year anniversary, Mary Curry gave her husband an anniversary gift that probably cost her a few decades of life expectancy to extract. And then one day, unfortunately, 11 years later, Pierre Curry was so consumed about discovering a new chemical element. He had been walking across the street in Paris and was so consumed about that. He wasn't consumed about his wife. No, that was only his mistress, right? His real love was discovering new chemical elements, and he got run over by a car. And that could be how my life turned. Someday I'll be with my beautiful wife, and I'll be thinking about another art project that I want to do, another computer game that I want to do, and I'll get run over by a car, and then my wife will be so heartbroken that she won't ever see another guy again. Although I do think Mary Curry had a second marriage, just not one. I believe 100, 200 years from now, the history books will say Mary Curry had a second marriage. All right. please pray for these two adventures to go right. Um, Another thing I need to do, because the Peter dislike and that Peter swipe left memes have been so successful, I need to come up with a way to make myself stick out at my job. Obviously, I can't tell people to dislike. I can't tell, for example, my boss to give me a low performance review because that's what I'm shooting for. That's not going to work at the job, right? I can't tell my students to frivolously complain about me or anything like that, right? So, but I want something to stick out because part of the reason my channel has been doing so well, and actually the girl outright told me not only did she find me attractive, but she thought the whole swipe left campaign was thinking outside the box, and she needed somebody who could do that, right? So I need to think of a way to make this work at the job as well. I've been thinking a lot about that, but I haven't come up with a good solution yet. So if anybody has a suggestion, right? I guess the next time I'm in a situation, let's say I'm in a situation where I'm teaching here, but I have another job lined up, and I need to leave Glendale Community College for some reason, right? Another job lined up. Maybe the girl in Houston really likes me and I want to move there. I got the job lined up in Houston. Maybe I'll start asking for bad performance reviews at that point, right? I don't know. I still wouldn't think that would be a good idea. It might just lead to burning a bridge, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.